This is an urgent broadcast from the State Department of Academic Safety. Please listen carefully. This is not a drill. At 7:12 this morning, reports started coming in from multiple schools across the region. Students in these schools reported strange occurrences that cannot be ignored. Things were wrong. Their classrooms were too large, too cold. Some students have reported that the windows show things that aren't outside. What appears to be the view of an empty street can suddenly morph into a pitch-black abyss that stretches into nothingness. Doors that lead into hallways that shouldn't exist. Staircases that go far beyond the building's structure. If you notice these things, you are not imagining them. You are already being watched. Do not stay in your seat. Do not wait for roll call. Do not answer the loudspeaker even if it calls out your name, especially if it calls out names you don't recognize. This is a critical warning. If you hear your name spoken in a voice that sounds too familiar, yet off, do not respond. Do not leave your classroom. Some students have reported that the hallways move when you're not looking. They shift in shape and size. The doors leading to classrooms will suddenly appear to be too narrow, too small, as if designed for something different. Other doors might open to staircases that descend much too far. They stretch beyond the building, leading to places that simply shouldn't exist. In file number 0422, a student claimed they entered a staircase that should have led them straight down, but it kept going and going. No sound. No echo, just endless spiraling steps that stretched further and further. By the time they turned back, the staircase had disappeared altogether. If you see a substitute teacher you don't recognize and no one remembers hiring them, you need to leave immediately. Their presence may seem unassuming, but substitute teachers are often the last line of defense for whatever is inside the school. Leave your books behind. Don't question why the classroom feels different. Do not make eye contact with them. The cafeteria food has started tasting like ash, a bitter, dry sensation that lingers long after the food is swallowed. It's like it's not even food, but something else, something older. Reports from 2002 confirm that students who consumed the food and questioned it later disappeared without a trace. Their lockers, still filled with belongings, remained untouched. The mirrors in the bathrooms show different rooms when no one else is around. Not just other bathrooms, but entire sections of the school you've never seen before. Halls you've never walked through. The reflection distorts the truth. Do not trust the mirrors. In the library, clocks are stuck at 11:11 no matter what time your watch says. Even though your watch tells you it's 2:30 in the afternoon, the library clock remains frozen, unwilling to budge. The walls seem to pulse with an energy you can't explain, like the clock is the heart of the school, keeping time only for itself. Do not stare at it. If you notice these things, you are already being watched. Teachers have been reported standing completely still for hours at a time. Their mouths move, but no sound escapes. Their hands twitch, almost as if something is trying to pull them from inside their own bodies. Archived police audio confirmed that several teachers were found in this state, staring blankly into space with no memory of what they were doing. Do not interrupt them. Do not approach them. Do not make eye contact. They are listening for something else, something that isn't human. Something that only the walls can hear. Reports filed in 1995 detail strange activities within the school grounds, some of which were dismissed as construction errors. But in reality, the school was being renovated for a different purpose, an unknown purpose. The fire alarms have started ringing on their own. When they ring, everyone freezes. And it's not just a typical alarm sound. It's a distortion, like a warped version of a scream mixed with mechanical static. If you move when the alarm rings, you might not find the exit you came from. You might not even be in your school anymore. In file number 06F, a student described running down the hallway during an alarm, only to find themselves in a completely different section of the building, one they had never seen before. No doors, no windows, just concrete walls. A dead end. If you hear an announcement telling you to stay in your classroom, do not follow it. Check the hallway. If the hallway is gone, you are no longer safe. Find a room with no windows, lock the door, and remain still. Do not open the door if someone knocks. Even if they sound like your friends, they are not your friends. They are the last line of deception. Since 1994, these changes have been happening quietly. They said it was just construction or renovations, but they lied. Students who saw too much were listed as transferred, but they never showed up at any other school. They were erased. If you feel the air getting thicker, if the lights flicker and stay off longer than usual, if you hear music from the basement after sunset, do not follow it. No matter what you hear, no matter who calls your name, do not follow it. Reports from 1999 claim that the music from the basement used to be soothing, like a lullaby, but now it sounds like scratching fingers, like something is trapped, like it's trying to escape. Check your backpack. If it's packed with things you never owned, if you find old objects, strange photographs, or papers that aren't yours, leave it behind. Do not carry anything that doesn't belong to you. Students who took their backpacks reported hearing footsteps behind them, even though they were alone. If your school bus shows up empty with no driver, do not get on. Your school is no longer safe. Leave immediately. Since 2007, we've been tracking a series of unexplained disappearances related to these events. Our records show that the schools involved in the anomalies were shut down. Some simply vanished from official documents. Other schools began to rebuild themselves overnight. This message will not repeat. Don't run. I'm just your friend. I want to save you.